Hey guys, so I'm back from Chicago and it's time to spend a much needed day in the fish room. It is absolutely trashed in here. I completely neglected it the week before I left, and I've been back about 5 days now, and I finally got time to spend a day in here. So yeah, come along for the ride. So it's kind of dark in here today. Not all the lights are on. Well, not today, it's just still early. But I kind of wanted to let you know what my fish room looks like when I just don't clean it. And that's not saying I'm not cleaning the tanks. This is the aftermath of me spending a day in here cleaning tanks but not having the time to clean up after cleaning up my tanks. So I set up a temporary tank here before I left. It has the Cryptoheris myrnae that are probably scared that I moved out of the 75. Probably gonna be getting rid of those, you know, buckets of cleaners and junk and towels on the floor, substrate. In case any of you are wondering what it's like to own a husky, that's what it's like right there. This is apparently where she decided to sleep. So I'll get that vacuumed up, but still gotta throw away the box from the dehumidifier. All kinds of crap up here I gotta organize. Buckets and boxes. I had a friend come over feed my tanks while I was gone. She did a really good job. No dead fish, but you know, I laid out all the foods for her. I got all this mess right here that I'm probably gonna completely clean up and move somewhere else, because I need to get as many 10-gallon tanks set up here as I can. So zebra plecos are doing well. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm also getting, hopefully, a lot of new fish in today. Always fun to see what comes in when I make an order, because you don't always get what you order. Thinking about changing this tank up. Just producing too many of these shellies, and I can't get rid of them fast enough. So I might downgrade them to the 33-gallon long I have, and then maybe do like a shrimp tank in here. A little planted shrimp tank with just foreground plants. Might be kind of neat. I don't know, something different. So yeah, I'm gonna get to cleaning. I'm probably not gonna fill much of it. Got to refill the tanks that do have the auto feeders on them. Chrome is still doing well. Oh, show you the Julies that are just completely taking over this tank. The lights just turned on, so they're probably all hiding, but there are just hundreds of fry in here. Of course, they're not going to come out now. No, you can kind of see them swimming around in here. But this is where they're spawning, is right under that rock. Oh, lights are coming on. But more fry over here, back there. They're all different sizes too, all the way over here, right there. Still no action from my gold ocellatus. I'll probably have to move them out if I want to breed them. These guys here. Super awesome fish. So yeah, I'm gonna get to cleaning. I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. At least get it a little more organized and get those tanks set up. So stay tuned. So I'm starting on the 125 here, and what a lot of you guys don't know is that the overflow box actually started leaking, I don't know, probably about a month ago. And that's why the sponge filter is in there, because I just tore the whole thing out. And I've just been running that one sponge filter and then the one hang on the back. And the parameters are nice, but you can kind of see everything else is just going to crap. So I'm hoping to get a new stand built, because I hate these factory stands. I mean, it was such a pain to get stuff out of there. It was a watery mess. And all the electronics are under there, so I just want to build an open front stand for it. I'm going to add another hang on the back filter. This is just the marine land, but all I use this for is catching debris, so strictly mechanical. I don't even use the bio wheels because they're junk. And then I'm also getting ready to move everything out of here. The bristlenose, everything's getting too big to be in here. You can see all the mess that's getting in there. The Honduran red point are getting pretty good too, pretty good size, but I don't see them. So that's what I'm going to be working on. Take this breeder box down today too. They're getting pretty big, and if you know these little fry can survive in here, there's no reason why the Cyprichromis can't make it. So it'd be nice to get these breeder boxes off, because I'm always crashing into them, freaking out all the fish. Haven't got any Cyprichromis fry in a while though. This is kind of funny. Blackbeard algae and just one clean leaf. Obviously a new leaf, but it's kind of funny to me. Let's see if we can see any Plecos today. There's one in there. You can see the dots, but it's hard to see. Oh, here's the other one. Probably going to be selling these guys, the blue phantom Plecos. They're about 6 inches each, so I don't really have any desire to breed them. I'd rather get the leopard frog Plecos going that are in here. But yeah, gonna pay attention to my water so I don't overflow. Alright, so I've dug out a couple 10-gallon tanks here from in the garage, about ready to wash them out. Probably gonna keep this gravel. It's pretty nice stuff, even though there's not very much of it. Be a shame just to dump it out. But I'll rinse it, and I gotta go through all these sponge filters and find the best one. And if you're wondering, the behemoth is still in the garage. So, I'm gonna get back to work. Okay, here we are, nice and clean, ready to fill up with water. Obviously these are brand new sponge, I won't be using that. What I do, basically, man, I just vacuumed this floor. Didn't see her sneak in. So most of my tanks run 2 sponge filters. I will take one out and replace it with a new one that's not cycled. And yeah, just kind of transition them that way. That way, you've always got a cycled one going. And of course, just vacuumed. This is what husky life is like for 2 weeks every 6 months when they shed. Didn't really clean up the mess, just it was a redistribution of mess. So I'm gonna get these filled with water and find some tops for them. So I'm not much of a fan of bare bottom tanks, so I will be using what I always use, which is lapis luster sand made by Cemex, number 2. Found a bag with a little bit left in it in the garage, so here we go. You'll notice how clean this comes right out of the bag. That's why everyone loves this stuff. No need to rinse. This stuff is made in like a 500-degree oven, so you don't have to worry about contaminants. Didn't really distribute that evenly, but whatever. Just look how clean that is. It's friggin' sweet. Alright, I'm gonna put some filters in there, and yeah, that's what's next. Out this filter, and I spooked up a ton of little blue neon fry. Where'd he go? There he is. Oh, don't focus on the glass. Yeah, I saw probably half a dozen of them. They've all kind of scattered already. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So everything going on as normal in this tank. Oh, look at them. They're all over here now. Just a ton of them in here. Look at them, all of them. Holy cow, I had no idea. They're all on the back side. It's really awesome. Anyways, back to work. Alright guys, so I got filters in. Well, you can't see that one, but it's there. And also, just got back from the local fish store. I got snails, some tetras that I've never seen before, some skunk cories back there that actually are not looking too great, so that's why I didn't film it. I was just trying to get them in here as quick as possible. So just checking in, got the cories out. One fatality so far. They're not looking the greatest, like this guy right here. Looks like he even has ammonia burn. Maybe all of them do. And then I got all my snails out, finally starting to see some movement. Starting to come out of their shell. Bunch of blue and gold mystery snails. And then I got these guys here, which is just a regular Bushynose Pleco, but they're wild caught out of Colombia, which I just thought was awesome. I've never seen wild caught, just a regular Bushynose Plecos. And there's 6 of them in here. They're probably not gonna be able to see them. They're all the way in the back, hiding under the filter, but if anything, I can get some new blood into my ones I'm already breeding. But I just think that's pretty cool. Wild caught Bushynose Plecos. I've never seen them. Still got the Tetras floating. One more Pleco floating. I'm gonna get to work on that. Put some meds in the water, and I'll check back in a bit. I'm gonna try to show you this one in the bag because once I let it go, you're probably never gonna see it. But this is the L91 Plecos. Really hard to see him in the bag, but hopefully he won't just run and hide when I let him go, which I'm going to do right now. Here he is. Probably going to butcher the name, but this is a Leporacanthicus or something of that nature. I already have one of these in my 125 gallon. That's way bigger, obviously. So I thought I'd give him a buddy. And as you can see, these are the Tetras I got, which should hopefully start coloring up. This is the 4-spot splash Tetra. And yes, I'm using an evil heater in the back there, otherwise it would take forever for this thing to stay at room temperature. Which is currently 77 degrees. I have the door open all day though. Normally it's a little higher. So that's today's fish haul. Let's scoop that dead one out. I suppose snails are really starting to come out now. Haven't seen any of the gold ones start to come out. Oh, never mind, I lied. There's one right there starting to come out. Hopefully I got enough. Alright, well, it's been a few hours. Checking back in on everything. I added some Anubias and some Crips in there just in a pot. Just because, you know, I wanted to. So everyone's doing well. These guys are just came in haggard. I'm not going to be able to focus on their fins, but hopefully that was just them nipping on each other during shipping. We'll see. Those cories are doing better. I threw some bloodworms in there. There's still a few left, but they took right to them, so that's a good sign. Snails are everywhere moving around. Hopefully it won't take long for these guys to start breeding. I threw in some algae wafers, so they're all kind of mushed together over here. Although wild-caught Bristlenose Plecos are doing well. They're in the back behind the filter, hiding, as to be expected. So yeah, a successful order of fish, I would say. Just lost one Cory, which is always disappointing. I've never had these Skunk Corys before, so yeah, they're pretty neat. I might just keep them in here and try and breed them. But I want to show off my shrimp in this tank because they're just doing great. Really blue. See, she's carrying a ton of eggs with her right now. But yeah, they're just everywhere in here. You can see them swimming across the screen right there on the rocks. Not all of them are that blue, but you know, there's a good one there. They're all over the plants up here. You know, and everyone else is doing well, obviously, too. The Ember Tetras, the neon green Rasboras, the Rotala is finally starting to grow. This stuff is doubled in size, so I think everything's starting to settle in. Still not getting much out of that, but the hair grass is still spreading, so that's cool. The repens is pretty much dead. There is a very bright albino Bristlenose Pleco. So yeah, had a lot of fun today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, comment, all that nonsense. And I will see you guys next time.